Hello everyone, welcome back to another post match. I hope you all are well and you all are good. Please, people, before I start, please do hit the like button. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't. These things mean a lot. But another absolutely disappointing result after a week of positivity. That's what we do. That's what we do. I have no time to rant because people in whole the season I've been ranting, sad, disappointed. Now I've seen so many results. This doesn't stick too much to be honest. This season has been really horrific for Chelsea. It's been a very bad season, and this is why I'm not surprised. I'm not really angry, crying. It's just I'm not surprised. And it's disappointing because we were building momentum. Real Madrid, we have drawn. Aston Villa next week, 2 victories in a row in the Premier League, 3 victories overall. It was time to build some momentum. And again, like Chelsea, we just go on and drop the points again, dominate the match, dominate the possession, do not take our chances. The goalkeeper makes an absolutely awful error. And again, we go on and drop the points. The manager again makes an absolutely horrific in-game management. This doesn't mean I'm in or out or all that blast stuff, but again, a disappointing management by the manager. You expect better from him. We are going to play Real Madrid, Carlo Ancelotti by mid-April, one of the best managers in the world, one of the most dangerous side in the world, and a manager has only one substitution in his mind, that is bring Conor Gallagher on at 55th minute and play a 3-5-2. That's it. That's a very, very concerning sign. If you even have a 1 ounce of chance to knock Real Madrid out, Graham Potter doesn't have any idea, any substitution, any tactics, and it's just becoming a bit of concern in that regards. The players again has he's always been to build momentums and then absolutely awful individual error. As I've been telling on this channel to people for a long time, Kepa Arrizabalaga, we all have been saying he's never a number one. Kepa will never be a number one for any top club. I love Kepa. I've always admired Kepa, but Kepa Arrizabalaga is not a number one. He made an absolutely awful error, easy save for any top keeper in the world, and he made an absolutely horrific error. And people are going to say that goalkeepers do make mistakes. See, Kepa made an error against Fulham. The match we go on to draw. He has made an error again. How many errors does a top keeper make? Alisson makes 1 error a season, 2 error a season. Kepa has 5 or 6 errors a season. It does not come to claim process. And again, then we have got a goalkeeper in the reserves who's injured right now, but will come back. Edward Mendy, who just cannot make passes from the back. He cannot play from the back, which is not the modern game. And again, you are stuck again in the limbo, and it's just like, will we get out of it? And again, in a match where when Kai Havertz resounded the penalty, we all celebrated. We thought the Chelsea's back, but we all knew in our heart this team is going to at some point disappoint us, and that was the case. And a lot of players gave their all, but a lot of players did not. And again, we built momentum and we threw it away. Tottenham go on, drop points to Southampton, win this game. We go 9 points behind Tottenham with the game in hand. We are 6 points behind them. If we win that, we still have an outside chance of a top four. But no, if it's an awful season, Chelsea make it awful. And again, all the momentum being built, it's all been thrown away. Awful in-game management by the manager, awful mistakes by Koulibaly and Kepa Arrizabalaga. And again, in some way, we are back to square one. So starting off with the first topic today, there's a lot to dwell, people. So please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And please do hit the like button so more people can join us. And please, people, participate in the live chat. It means a lot. Of please put a comment section below, people who will watch after this. Please, it means a lot. So coming on to the first topic today, Graham Potter, and absolutely atrocious in-game management. Like if you're seeing his photo, it does look like he's just out of the game. He's seeing the game elsewhere because I just don't know what his in-game management is. Now, that is not the sole reason we dropped points today. Kepa Arrizabalaga again came out with a disaster class. Koulibaly again came out with an awful mistake. But again, is you have only got one idea. And Football Extreme in the chat, big up CFC, big up Football Extreme. Good to see you, brother, in the chat. And again, again by Graham Potter, he threw it away. He absolutely threw it away. You only have one substitution in your mind. Again, it's just Conor Gallagher, and that's it. There's Zakaria in there. You can bring a Zakaria on. You can make it a 3-5-2. What is this obsession to play Conor Gallagher has the player to just keep pressing around? Today we are playing a physical team. We are playing Everton. There's no benefit. Bringing on Zakaria, a physical player, can help us. And this is not Real Madrid. This is not Manchester City. This is not Bayern Munich. This is Everton Football Club playing at Stamford Bridge, and you're happy with a 2-1 lead, parking the bus. Absolutely atrocious management. Absolutely atrocious management. The game was thrown away by Kepa Arrizabalaga and Koulibaly, but the manager has to also take the blame. We could have put the nail in the coffin when we were 1-0 up. We could have put the nail in the coffin when we were 2-1 up. But again, the substitutions are just horrific. It makes me bang my head on the screen. What is he thinking? Where is he living? What is he thinking? Is he fantasizing something by watching the match? He did everything right, the right lineup, the right idea. We played well, and then boom, he threw everything away. And Kepa is not good enough for Chelsea. Fully agreed, brother. He's just not good enough for Chelsea. He's not good enough for any elite club to be number one. He's a good keeper, a good backup, but nothing more than that. Potter brings on a Gallagher, Carney, and RS instead of Madueke and Mudryk is out of my mind, brother. It's not even that. Why not have Zakaria? Why not bring on Zakaria? Like, where is Zakaria? I'm just done with it, man. With the substitutions with him, and he's been awful for the whole season since he's come in charge. Potter being tested after so much long time. Last three matches, he was gifted the match by opponent, and again tested and he threw it away. 3 wins in a row was a chance, but again, this is only the message that we are going to play Real Madrid, who have Carlo Ancelotti as a manager, and our manager only has one idea, that is to bring Conor Gallagher on. Even a person that plays football manager won't do that mistake. Like, what is going on with Graham Potter in the substitution? Why every time Conor Gallagher, Carney, Loftus-Cheek? Like, I can tell you his substitutes on my line. He just cannot change the game. He's a manager who has a philosophy. He plays in that, but he's just got no tactics, and that is going to be a massive concern in the future as well. If his process becomes successful, can a manager with no tactical changing way, the way he can change the game, is never going to win a Premier League. I can guarantee you that. A manager that does not know how to change a game can never ever win a Premier League title at Chelsea, and that is going to be a massive concern. In the 16 minutes as well, when we were 1-0 up, it was the time to go 2-0 up, 3-0 up, bring Mudryk on, stretch Everton, and he went with Conor Gallagher. My God, Graham, why you were building so much trust with the Chelsea fans, and one opportunity you've got, you've again thrown it away. Like, what are you doing? It was the right time to build a momentum. Mudryk had a good game last time. Why are you breaking the confidence? Nobody is saying you to start Mudryk, but at least bring him from the bench, my mate. Yeah, what an absolute awful substitutions. And now coming on to the league table, guys, and this is the reason I've been saying that this is an absolutely massive missed opportunity. Like, there's no words to really describe this match again, because people will say our season is over. It's not over. When you see the table, we are 10th, but we are just right now 4 points behind Liverpool. We win this game, we are 2 points behind them, and Liverpool's next 3 games are Manchester City at the Etihad, Chelsea away, and it's Arsenal at Anfield. We could easily have taken a lead over Liverpool by that. We easily could have been above Liverpool in the Premier League by the time we played them. It was such a good chance. We were 12 points behind Tottenham before the start of the game, but had 2 games in hand. There's always an outchase chance for top 4. You win this game, you win the game in hand, and you go 6 points behind Tottenham. And again, this just doesn't look like any seriousness. You had a good chance. You had a good chance today. We have been giving chances. Tottenham have been begging, please take a position. Please take a position. Liverpool has been begging, we are awful. We have nothing to do this season. Newcastle have allowed us a chance to come back. Brighton are inexperienced. And whenever we are getting chances, we're throwing away. It doesn't mean that you're a new manager and the club is in turmoil, that let's just throw the season away. It was a fantastic opportunity to go 9 points behind Tottenham with a game in hand. We go 6 points behind them, and nobody knows. You build momentum, you win 3-4 games in a row. You never know that 4 wins become 6, that 6 wins becomes 8. You go unbeaten for 8 or 9 games, and everything changes. But a manager has just no tactical identity, no in-game management, and no way how to get out of a match when in trouble. And people, right now, I'm not concerned because we are building a process, but in the future, when we want to go for Premier Leagues, Champions Leagues, that's going to be a massive concern, people. And fans forget Potter mistake after that 3rd win. Real Madrid will boss Chelsea if that's the mentality. I think if he makes these substitutions, they are going to boss it. To beat Real Madrid, you have to out-tactic them. Potter has to out-tactic Ancelotti. And can he do it? I don't know. But the evidence there's no chance to do that. And that is not good. And Brighton played 2 matches less trained. No, fully agreed. But brother, I'm talking before this match. I'm talking before this draw. You win this game, you are 40 points on, and we have to play Brighton. We will be playing Brighton on April, I believe, 12th or 13th, no, 15th. April 15, we play Brighton at Stamford Bridge. If we are 6 points behind them, 7 points behind them, we win that game, we beat them, it's again back to square one. And Brighton's game in hand is against Manchester United as well. We have to remember that. But guys, now there's no point talking about it. We have drawn to Everton. We have dropped 2 points. It's over. The top 4 is absolutely over. Top 5 is over. It's just about finishing 6th and getting Europa League qualification, or finishing 7th and going to Conference League, which is going to be an absolutely awful competition to go in. I will love to win it, but there's no denial that I don't want to go to Conference League. We had a good chance. We still had an outside chance for Champions League. We have thrown any last iota of bit away. It's gone. It's finished. It's just about trying to get Europa League, and that's also going to be an absolute miracle. Are we really going to go away at Etihad Stadium, Emirates Stadium, Old Trafford and get a result? With Graham Potter is in-game management? No. Potter said he can win the UCL. I think if he keeps bringing Conor Gallagher on, if he keeps bringing on the same substitutions, he better dream to even win a Conference League, which is impossible. Because when he goes to Conference League, there are many managers that can out-tactic him with this absolute basic tactic. I'm not Graham Potter in, I'm not Graham Potter out, all this stuff. But the thing is, he's absolutely making people go Potter out. He's absolutely tactically out of shape. And even if we go on to finish fourth, see, I want to say one thing, people, in full screen. We are Chelsea Football Club and top 4 is no achievement. I don't want to become a club that plays good football, good entertainment and goes on to finish fourth. Chelsea should be a club that in future, in 3 years, should be competing for the Premier League, for the Champions League. And let's say in 2 years, we're in a title race with Manchester City, Graham Potter bringing Conor Gallagher on again. I don't know, people. I'm not Potter in, I'm not Potter out, but I'm going to say just one thing. If Graham Potter continues to show this in-game management, he's not the right man for the future of Chelsea. I don't know the current, but for the future, Chelsea need a manager that knows how to change a game. And this guy can never change a game. Anything could happen. I don't know what's going on. It's just philosophy, playing a particular pattern, and that's it. And that is a massive, massive concern, people. A massive concern. And now, opportunity is gone. Let's not even talk about it. It's absolutely depressing now. We can't win the UCL. Brother, we had a very slim chance of winning it, but nothing is impossible. But with Graham Potter making just one type of substitutions, no in-game management, it's better we don't even think about it, to be honest, right now. And going on to the next one, people, please do hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And please, people, support the channel. And please put your comments in the comment section and chat. We can have a good, interesting discussion today. So please, people, do that. Coming on to the next one, I love Kepa Arrizabalaga, but as I always have said on this channel, he's never a top-class keeper to consistently win you important matches. Yes, he has had a good season. He saved us Aston Villa. He saved us against Manchester United. He saved us against Brentford. He has had some good moments. I'll give him that. But overall, for a club that wants to win the Premier League, Champions League, Kepa always has an error. He's one of the weakest keepers for me in the Premier League to command the box, to claim the crosses, and that is a massive concern. Edouard Mendy at his best is one of the best crosser claimer in the league, and Kepa just can't do that. And Kepa always has this thing with his fingers. He does very well in 3 or 4 games, but 1 or 2 games his fingers just become absolutely light and the ball goes just behind it. And people, that is not a top-class goalkeeper. A goalkeeper from whom you're expecting error every time, that cannot lead your line. Like, I love Kepa Arrizabalaga. He has had a good season. I respect him. He can be a very, very good number 2. He's a very, very good goalkeeper for team who are striving to be in the top 4, top 5, top 6, top 7. But a team that wants to win trophies, he can do a job in one-off game penalty shootouts. But consistently, he has such technical deficiencies, no ability of claiming crosses, still very light hands. He cannot do big thing at Chelsea, to be really honest. And we need to find a top number 1 goalkeeper. Edouard Mendy is a good saver, shot stopper, but Edouard Mendy is an absolutely awful sweeper keeper. And Kepa Arrizabalaga is an absolutely awful keeper at making bad mistakes and important moments. So guys, we have to find the new goalkeeper and we have to go in the market and find a proper goalkeeper, and most probably have Kepa as a backup to that, because he's a good goalkeeper, but not at the level Chelsea need. And I love Kepa to bits, but today is again shown everyone why he's not at the top level to play for a club like Chelsea in terms of winning big trophies. If we want to become the new Arsenal of Arsene Wenger, then he's a good enough goalkeeper, to be honest. And you could say Koulibaly is at fault. He was, my brother. He was absolutely at fault, but that was a routine save. That was an absolute routine save. And playing you will be great for Chelsea. I do agree it will be great to give squad players chances, but as a banter from rivals and from the traveling all around the world with Premier League matches in between, that's going to be a bit more trouble. But yes, if we go into it, win every European trophy, that's going to be great, to be honest. He deserves sacking. Dortmund gifted the match that he had no tactics. Now, I won't say for that game, at least you have to give him credit. But I think for me, brother, there's no point in sacking him now. If owners really wanted to sack him, they should have sacked him with the Tottenham game. There's no point in sacking him now. Just end the season. And if he doesn't prove, then sack him in the end and build on the next season. Because right now, with the money that he's on and everything, and owners have given him time, there's no chance. And should we forget top four? I think top four is finished. Top four is finished, brother. But at least for me, if we don't get any Europa League qualification, then at least finish 8th or ninth. And let's have no Premier League European matches next season. Let's have one match a week and build on. For me, brother, being very honest, Europa League was possible, but today we threw it away. Europa League spot was very, very possible. Next season, with the Premier League competition increasing, you've got Manchester United, Tottenham, Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester City, Newcastle. It would have been a good competition to get Champions League qualification, and I think we've thrown it away today. But I think it's either Europa League or nothing for me. Is then finish the season 9th or 10th, and next season play one match a week, and most probably have a much better season than this one, to be really, really honest. And now, going on to the next topic, people, Reece James, for me, he still doesn't look fully fit for some reason at the moment. He's just like injuries this season have played his part. He still doesn't look fully fit, to be honest. But the second half, I think it was very, very good. He won the penalty for us, which was an important penalty at that stage. He was really troubling McNeil a lot. He won a lot of free kicks in the end. He defended very well. And in the end part of the game was very, very good. But I think in the first half, attackingly, he was disappointing. In the first half, attackingly, I think he was very, very disappointing, people. And I don't think we can take it away from him that he was disappointing. And this Potter should just go. What was Maduka and Mudryk doing in the bench? Must English players play even if they're down? Absolutely agreed in terms of substitution, brother. Absolutely agreed. Nobody knows what's going in his mind. You have Maduka, you have Mudryk. Why don't have Zakaria on the bench? Like, what the heck is going on with bringing Conor Gallagher every time of the day? And I don't know about the geographies. Is he just giving chances to English players or whatever? But his substitution this season have been horrific. Like, he just has no idea. He's in his own fantasy world. He's just going on a different world that this player is going to do this player is going to do that. My brother, you're playing Everton at Stamford Bridge, not Real Madrid, not Bayern, not Manchester City. Go for the kill. You're 1-0 up, finish it off. And he brought Everton back in the game and he paid the price. And at least bring Mudryk on. Mudryk can stretch Everton defense. He can run at them. You saw them gave a penalty away to Reece James when he tried to go past the player. But no, Graham Potter tries to act smart. And again, he has just no smartness when it comes to tactics, to be really honest. And Shea winning a conference league will make Chelsea completed. I think I do agree on that one, brother. I do agree. But I really don't know about that competition because it's going to be taking a lot of toll on the players as well. And at the moment, I do agree with you. But again, man, at the moment, we are so, like, it's so disappointing that that trophy doesn't even seem big. Like, let's be honest, that's not even as good as winning Carabao Cup, brother. Like, we are a club, I think, as fans, we should keep our club to higher standards. And I think Conference League is not even near to the level of Carabao Cup as well. And I think we win trophy, we have something to show for, but it's not a very, very great trophy to win for, especially the club of level of Chelsea for me, brother. And now, coming on to Koulibaly, he was building momentum. He was having a good time at Chelsea, good 2-3 matches. And again, calamity Koulibaly strikes again. First of all, if people remember, before the Everton goal, he made a mistake and Everton could have equalized, but he was saved by Reece James. But then again, he made a mistake, and this time, there was no one to save him. What is he doing? Either you take the player down. Koulibaly is an experienced blow. If Badiashile made that mistake, I will not have said anything. He's a young guy. It happens. If Fofana made that mistake, it happens. A young guy. For a guy who is so experienced, he's played so much at the high level. Koulibaly has just this thing that he always make mistake. He's a very good progressor of the ball. He has played well in the last 2-3 games. But always with Koulibaly, when he does well for Chelsea, he has that one bozo mistake in him, which is going to again cost Chelsea. And today that was it. And please, Thiago Silva, come back. I think Koulibaly also needs to play with Thiago Silva. Like, he is just not a leader. I think we need a Thiago Silva back. Thiago Silva, Fofana, and Cucurella. And most probably Koulibaly rotating with Fofana and Cucurella with Badiashile. Again, an awful mistake, but that should not take away from an absolutely horrific goalkeeping from Kepa Arrizabalaga. And why him playing Reece James every matches, he seems senseless. I think in this match too, he had to play, to be really, really honest. Like, this was a must-win game. But I'm a bit surprised, especially in the first half, brother, that Reece James is not attacking a lot. In the second half, he came into the game. But in the first half, I was a bit surprised that Reece James was not a lot attackingly involved. And Shea will be happy because Koulibaly, Prentice, and Rudiger will be back at Stamford Bridge. I think, brother, I think we all Chelsea fans love Rudiger. Like, he was an absolute leader in the dressing room. A guy that used to play with aggression, leadership. He used to bring something in the team. I'm telling you, if he was in this dressing room today with a draw, he would have bulldozed Kepa absolutely. He would have gone in the dressing room and has some tough words with some players. I think we just don't have the personalities anymore. All are just nice guys. Yeah, you played well, good match. Let's go for swimming, and that's all. And I think that's what goes in the dressing room right now. We just don't have the personality, which is going to go there and have some words. We used to have that in Tuchel and Rudiger and Thiago Silva. Now only one of them is left. And sometimes players need to be spoken a bit of harsh truths. And at the moment at Chelsea, is just everything nice. You play well, you're fantastic, well done, and you go home. That's the thing with Chelsea. And I guarantee you, now international break, if we go on to drop points at Aston Villa, Graham Potter is going to announce a 2 days off. That's the way our season has been going, to be honest. And now, going on to the next one, Enzo world class today. And Enzo Fernandez is proving why we have signed him and why he's such a highly rated midfielder. Guys, what a midfielder this guy is. What an absolutely good player we have brought, people. Like, people keep on missing Jorginho. People, this is one of the best midfielders we have brought. He can literally do everything. Like, just he can do everything. People, like, he's one of the best signings we could have made in a very, very long time. Our midfield has needed recruitment for a very, very long time. And this is one of the best signings we could have made, people. Being absolutely honest. Please, people, I'm watching. Only 3 people have liked it. Please, people, it doesn't take much. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, people. But also on Enzo Fernandez, how many passes he was making today, how many times he tried that through balls, how many times he tried to find the runs of the people. Jorginho used to do it only 2 times, 3 times a game, sometimes 0 times a game. But Enzo is so quick. Jorginho sometimes what it used to do is he used to have the ball, he used to go back, go back, make a simple pass, and whenever he was caught defensively, he had no legs to cover it up. Enzo is quick, Enzo is tenacious, he gets defensively back, he wins the tackles, he's aggressive, and it's not easy Chelsea midfield now to bully, and also he makes a lot of forward passes. He had a very good game against Leicester, he had a very good game today, and people, what a player we have bought. Rivals can say what they want, 120 million, sitting in 10th, whatever, but this guy in the future is going to win Chelsea big things, and this is a fantastic signing we have made, people. An absolutely world-class midfielder. And Shrey will can't play the Real Madrid match. He has to. He has to. And we have to go 3-5-2 in that game for me, with Kante, Enzo, Kovacic playing in the midfield, and front 2 of Kai Havertz and Joao Felix. That is the only way we get a result against Real Madrid, with Reece James, Ben Chilwell playing together at the wings as well. That is the only way we go at Bernabeu and get a draw. But with Graham Potter, we are going to be leading 2-0 at Real Madrid. He's going to bring Conor Gallagher on, and then we're going to lose that game to 3-2. That's the way it's going right now. And see, I hope Graham Potter changes. I'm not Potter in, I'm not Potter out. But his substitutions, his in-game management is absolutely making my hairs loose and lose my head, people. It's absolutely making my head loose. Going on to are they being coached to defend corners? Now, Anthony Barrow is a very, very highly regarded corner kick set-piece coach. He did a very, very good job against Frank Lampard, the manager of Frank Lampard. But since that, Chelsea have been conceding goals for fun from corner kicks, and a goal scoring from corner kick has declined. Like, what the heck is going on the corner kicks? Like, your biggest guys should be marking Doucouré. Your biggest guys should be marking Everton's biggest guys, and nobody's aware. Like, this is becoming a bit of habit now, Chelsea being very weak on set pieces. There was a moment where Michael Keane should have equalized for Everton, and people, I'm not understanding. I really don't know what's going on, but I think our defending right now as set pieces has gone down, and this question has just not has to go to Graham Potter. This also has to go to the set piece coach, Anthony Barrow. Like, that is bad. Our defending right now from corner kicks is bad, and some questions need to be asked that how we used to be a very good team from defending corners, and now we are one of the worst at it, to be really honest. Going on to Joao Felix today, and Joao Felix was absolutely awesome today, people. He was absolutely awesome. He had a horrific game against Leicester City, an absolutely horrific game, missed some chances, gave the goal away. But this is more like the Joao Felix I know. This is more like the Joao Felix we need, and he was very good. He took a very, very well taken goal, a very, very well taken goal, good finish. He was everywhere on the pitch, making passes, making the right runs, and that was a very, very good performance of Joao Felix. And he's showing right now what he brings to Chelsea. Now, has my last stream, people, see, I'm not a flip-flop. I'm not going to say sign him permanently, and Goku is coming. We still have a lot of issues to solve, and 100 million is too much. But if he plays the way he did today, if he improves his GNA, I think this could be a top player, and then I will say we should go for him. But I just want to see him till the end of the season. But today, Joao Felix played really well. He's so creative. He gets in the right positions, and he really, really helps the team a lot. Going on to the next one now, Havertz absolutely awesome today. And March Kai Havertz has kicked in again. Kai Havertz has this tendency at Chelsea to play well for 2 months, play bad for 4 months, play well for 3 months, and end the season. Hopefully, next season we see a more consistent Kai Havertz. But Kai Havertz's last 3 or 4 games have been really, really good. He's scoring in the goals. He's chipping in with some assists. He's creating some chances. He's making some good passes. He's getting in the right positions. He looks very confident. He's everywhere on the pitch. And this is a Kai Havertz we've missed whole season. And he's making a very, very good pairing with Joao Felix. They have a very, very good understanding. And again, a very, very well taken penalty. And again, a very, very good performance. Kai Havertz is really, really ending the season well right now, people. He's really, really ending the season well. And now, can Potter ever win the trust of Chelsea fans back? Now, yes, he can win it. If he goes on and puts good performance against Real Madrid, even if he get knocked out, but a good performance, he ends the season well, then yes, he can win the trust back. But the question arises that his in-game management is awful. Right now, no Chelsea fan is confident of a result against a very, very poor Real Madrid side in terms of league. A Real Madrid side that is beatable, and everybody is saying just one point: Ancelotti versus Potter. Why? Because fans have no trust in the manager's tactical nous, manager's tactical understanding, his teams, and whatever. And if he wants to bring the trust of Chelsea back, he has to learn to change games and in-game management. If as a Chelsea manager, you don't know how to close the game off, you don't know how to win games, you don't know how to win in important situations, then people, this is not a top 6, top 5 club. And in the future, fans will never ever trust you with that. So hopefully changes that. And hopefully after the international break, we have more consistent result. But today, he has again put a dent in again what was going a good time for Chelsea. And again, when the momentum was going up, his own mistakes have led it, brought it down, along with your Kepa and Koulibaly as well. Then why Chelsea buying Nkunku when you had a goal striker Havertz? I still believe, brother, I'm being very, very honest, I still don't see Kai Havertz as a natural striker. And I think overall, we have to still find a proper player. But again, Ivan Toney could be bad. Osimhen is going to cost 150 million. And if Osimhen goes on to win the Champions League with Napoli, is really going to come to side that is 8th or 9th in the Premier League? Most probably not. And now, people, it's time to go to player ratings. Please, people who are watching, I'm seeing, please, people, like the stream. It doesn't take much, just one click on the like button. Please subscribe and please support the channel and please participate in the live chat with your player rating and the opinion on the match, people. These all things build a lot, mean a lot, people. Please do it, people. And coming out of the first one, Kepa Arrizabalaga, he has to deserve a 4, and that is just for that last goal. That is a routine save for any top goalkeeper, any calm goalkeeper, any simple goalkeeper. That was bad. That was bad by Kepa. He has to do better. He let the team down. He let the manager down at that point. And he most probably cost the side important 2 points. Yes, he has had a good season. He saved us against Aston Villa. He saved us against Brentford. He saved us in so many games. But there have also been games where he has cost us. The match against Fulham, Vinicius goal. The match today. And again, a goalkeeper who always has a tendency to make a mistake in a match can never play for a side that wants to win a Premier League, Champions League. Kepa can produce some magic in some one-off games. He can be a fantastic penalty goalkeeper, but nothing more than that. He should be a number 2, and Chelsea have to find a proper goalkeeper. And that mistake has cost us 2 points today, and he has to be given a 4, people. And that's me being kind, because that was an absolutely horrific mistake. Going on to Wesley Fofana, I think he had a fine game. One of the better centre-backs we had today. A fine game. For me, he deserves 7 today. Another fine game. His injury is a bit of concern, but I think it's not a serious injury and should be back after the international break. Coming on to the centre-back, Kalidou Koulibaly. What the heck you were doing, my man? You were having a good game. You had 3 or 4 very, very good games. You were winning the trust of the Chelsea fans back. And that bozo moment strikes again. That bozo moment strikes again from Koulibaly. Absolutely awful mistake. You are one of the most experienced guy in the back line. One of the most experienced guys in the back line. You just throw the guy away, tackle him. Like, my God, man. My God. And people who watch the match will know that Koulibaly also made a mistake just 10-15 minutes before that goal, where he gave the ball away, but Reece James saved him. Like, Koulibaly has this tendency that in a game, he's always going to make a 1 error at least. And this time, it was punished. And again, the question arises, for a player that's played so much at a high level, that is just not good enough. That is just not good enough. And now, going on to the left centre-back, Badiashile, for me, people, he has to be a 5. He was very unconvincing against Demarai Gray. Today, on the one-on-ones, he was just very unconvincing. I agreed with Graham Potter that Bardashele has to be played today for the physicality of the Everton team. But in the second half, I think he should have brought Cucurella on, because I think Bardashele was absolutely being dusted on one-on-ones with Demarai Gray. That is a very, very disappointing part as well. Funny thing is, Napoli is in quarterfinal with Koulibaly. I think I have to agree with you. That is a very good thing as well. But also, brother, we have to say that he has his bozo moments as well. But along with that, man, he has to do better. Like, that is a bad, bad mistake. Like, that is a mistake. As a player, has an experience professionally, should know better. And fully agreed. I still think for me, brother, he's a good centre back, but he has that bozo mistake in him, and that is not good enough at this level. And again today, his one mistake. This time it was punished, and he has cost us the 2 points. But also, let's be brutally honest. Kepa was the biggest blunder on this goal. Like, that was an easy strike, and that should have been easily saved. On Bardashele, I think on one today, people, it was very, very unconvincing. Demarai Gray had him on absolute toast. And big up to Dave, brother. Todd Bowley out, Potter out. I understand the anger, I absolutely do. But people, let's be brutally honest, Graham Potter is just going nowhere. Like, if Todd Bowley really wanted to sack him, he would have sacked him just after the game against Tottenham. But with giving him a 60 million contract, there's just no chance Graham Potter is getting sacked. And he's going to be there at least till this year's December. And we have to back it. As for Todd Bowley, he's going to be here and he has to prove himself. Either he's the right owner or else we are going to be on a club that's going to finish top 4, play some good football, but not win a lot of stuff. Hopefully, that's not the case, and Todd Bowley knows what he's doing. And on Bardashele, I have to give him a 5. People, he was very bad today in one-on-ones. He was being toasted by Demarai Gray, and I wanted him to play today for the physicality, but he was just not good enough today, people. He was just not good enough. And I love Bardashele. This was one of his poor performances this season from an absolutely awesome season he's having. And going on to Ben Chilwell, people will say he should not be given 7, but I was impressed with Ben Chilwell. I think defensively he was fine. Attackingly, he had a big part to play in the goal as well. He put a good cross in, and that is the thing that Chilwell does. He puts quick crosses into the box, which Cucurella never does. And I think it was fine with his display. He's still performing better than Reece James. He's finding his rhythm. And once these guys come back to the form, at least we can end the season with some decency and respect. So a fine display for me by Ben Chilwell. He did a good job today for me, people. He did a very good job today. Coming on to the center midfielder, Enzo Fernandez. For me, today, people might like it or not. For me, he's my man of the match today for Chelsea. He was absolutely everywhere on the pitch. He was making defensive tackles, interceptions. His aggressive was good. He was very, very good on the ball. He was making some good passes. He was one of the best creators we had. And we have been lacking this for a long time. A midfielder who has the ball. He makes a very, very good, quick forward pass. And a midfielder, whenever the team is caught in transition, he has the pace to get back, the tenacity to get back, and the aggressive ability which Jorginho lacked. And he is an awesome player we have on our hands. We bring Lavia, we play Lavia Enzo Kovacic next season in a 3-5-2 or a 3-4-3 formation, and people, we are going to really feast. Play a natural DM, let Enzo Fernandez be near to the attackers, and we are going to feast. This guy is a very good passer of the ball, a very good tackler, good position understanding, doesn't get easily bypassed by and bullied by. He's a very, very top player we have got, and he was just absolutely awesome today. Please, people who are watching, it doesn't take much. Please hit on the like button. People, please subscribe to the channel, and please do drop in your player ratings as we go on by with each player. And coming on to Matej Kovacic, I think physically there was no doubt he was outdone today, which is not a surprise against Onana, Doucouré. But other than that, it was a fine display. He made some good passes. He really held the team play from the back. And again, being as a captain today, he put a fine display in. And again, nobody understood why he was taken off for Loftus-Cheek. You could have easily brought on Loftus-Cheek. You could have easily had Kovacic on the pitch to play from the back and easily had Enzo. But Graham Potter has this something with Conor Gallagher that he will bring him on at any case. If you really wanted, you bring Loftus-Cheek on. You keep Kovacic on the pitch to maintain possession. But he let Kovacic go. Chelsea gave the ball to Everton, and we paid a heavy price for it. Coming on to Reece James, for me, the first half was disappointing, but in the second half, he grew. He won the penalty. He was attackingly good. He won a lot of corner kicks and free kicks in the end. And overall, a fine display from Reece James in a season which has been absolutely injury-riddled for him. A fine display from Reece James. He looked much better in the second half to the Reece James we know. And hopefully, he comes after the break more fresh. England do give him some rest. And we need our proper Reece James back if we want to even have 1% chance against Real Madrid and to finish the season well. Coming on to, for me today, João Felix at the start of the game was playing more right wing, surprisingly. And I think Joao Felix was awesome. He interchanged between the positions in right wing, left wing. He was very, very good today. Scored a beautiful goal, got in the right positions, made some good runs, made some good passes, and his understanding with Enzo Fernandez and Kai Havertz is really, really good to see for a player who has just been here 2 months. Fantastic by Joao Felix, a very, very good display. This does not mean we need to sign him permanently. We have a lot of attackers, and Kuku is coming, and Joao Felix still has to prove a lot. But that was a very, very good performance. And if he keeps it continuing, then hopefully we sign him permanently. But it's just about consistency and a bit of that goals he has to bring to his game. But a very, very good display of Joao Felix today. And Pulisic, who started the game at left wing today, was calm and soothed. I think he had a fine game. He did not do anything big. He scored a goal, but that was offside. But he did not put a foot wrong. He's just coming back after an injury, and he still played a fine, fine game for me. Going on to the striker today, Kai Havertz, and this guy is changing his season around. What a fantastic display put today. Just not about the penalty and scoring the goal, it's just about the display today. He was everywhere on the pitch, sometimes striker, sometimes right wing, sometimes left wing, sometimes dropping deep in the midfield, holding the ball up, bringing everyone into the play, making good creative passes, really doing well in the attacking area. And Kai Havertz, we just wanted to see at Chelsea, the player we signed from Bayer Leverkusen we saw today. The problem with Kai Havertz at Chelsea is just he's not consistent. He has never ever been consistent. It's just like Kai Havertz will play 2 very good months, 3 bad months, 2 good months, and 3 bad months. That's how his season go. But March is always a month where Kai Havertz does well. And today again, he had an awesome display. He's ending the season well. And that was a very, very good display by Kai Havertz today. A very calm display, a good attacking display, a very calm dispatch penalty under pressure. And well done to Kai Havertz is changing his season around, to be honest. Coming on to Conor Gallagher, the first substitution, he had no mistake. He came on, he did everything, he gave it everything all. It's not his mistake. The manager keeps bringing him on to do nothing in the game, just run around endlessly. He's a much better player than that. And Conor Gallagher has to be used better. Graham Potter is not using him well. And I think he just should have stayed at Paris. He's a much better player than this. But he came on, he gave everything, and you cannot criticize him for that. He always comes in and he puts everything he can for the shirt. So you have to respect him for that. Trevor Chalobah for me is 6 again, did not have much time on the pitch, so you cannot really judge him. The goal was a mistake for Koulibaly. And Trevor Chalobah for me this season is not being treated well. He has to be given more chances. He cannot do worse than Koulibaly. And hopefully he starts getting some chances as well. Coming on to Ruben Loftus-Cheek again, came on late, did not have much time to change things. Did not do anything right, but did not do anything wrong. It's just bad mistake by the goalkeeper and pathetic in-game management, the manager. But again, he did not do much bad, but he did not do a lot right. Coming on to Chukwuemeka, please people watching, do hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And please people support and do hit the like button. It means a lot. And Chukwuemeka came on again, had less time. He was really brought in the end, so he had not much time. So for me, he has to be a 6. And now going on to the manager, as much as I think we played well in the first half, the performance was fine. His in-game management has to be cautioned because that was ridiculous. Like we did all the hard work, and then the manager with his in-game management just put everything away. Like Graham Potter, that is absolutely ridiculous. The game was in our control. We were 1-0 up. There was no need to bring Conor Gallagher at that time. It was just 56 minutes against freaking Everton at Stamford Bridge, and you are afraid of them at 57th minute. It was a time to go 2-0 up, 3-0 up, and wrap the game up, and you went defensive. For the next 30 minutes, you put the team in trouble, and then you pay the price for it. The biggest mistake was of Kepa Arrizabalaga. With that save, he has to be doing better. But Graham Potter, what an awful in-game management. What an absolutely awful in-game management. He just threw it away. The team was building momentum. A victory would have been so important today. But Graham Potter has just thrown everything away in a very, very disappointing one. And on last note, people, I will just want to say one thing on the game. We had a good chance, at least finish top 5, top 6 this season. Tottenham dropped points. It was time for Chelsea to continue. You beat Everton today. You have Aston Villa after the break. Then you have an out-of-form Liverpool team at Stamford Bridge. Then you have Wolves away. And then you have Real Madrid. You go on, you win against Villa, draw against Liverpool, you beat Wolves. You go into Real Madrid match with confidence. The players feel very, very good. It was a good chance against a team in the bottom. Not really a very, very good team, as much as we have to be honest. Forget the scene dice factor. Not a very good team. You were 1-0 up. You had the game in your control. And then you threw it away. Like, I don't know about Graham Potter. He could be the right manager for trust the process. He could be a manager the next season, plays Chelsea good football. We go on to finish top 4. But people, I'm not Potter in, I'm not Potter out. But one thing I do see is I see a manager that doesn't know how to be on the big stage. I hope that changes. I'm not Potter in, I'm not Potter out. I'm just a Chelsea fan who wants what's best for my club. And right now with Graham Potter, I can say one thing: he might be a very, very good trust the manager coach, but he's not going to be a coach that wins us the Premier League, Champions League titles in the future. We will have to make a change. But hopefully that changes and he learns from this mistake, because today we threw the opportunity away in a season which has overall been very, very depressing. Please, people, do hit the like button. Please support the channel. These all things mean a lot. Hopefully you all have a great day. Chelsea are disappointing right now. Rivals will laugh at us. Just ignore them. The good days will be back. I am confident. And Chelsea will never ever be counted down upon. And I trust my club. With that, people, I hope you all have a very, very good day. You all have good Sundays, good weekends, have a good time. And thank you so much, everyone who supports the channel. Please, people, do hit the like button, subscribe. And even if you don't, I wish you the best of the day. And overall, up the Blues. Hopefully, Chelsea just come back. And I know my Blues will be back.